Welcome back, guys. Now let's continue with the topic of body fluids. See, the name itself is there. We are going to discuss about different fluids in our body. First of all, if I take a total body water, total body water. See, in a male, let's talk about a male. 60% of my body weight, 60% of my body weight is because of water. So, in male, 60% of the total body weight is because of the water. But in females, if you look at the females, only 50% of the total body weight is because of the water. So tell me where more water content is present? Males. Males have more water. Okay, males are more watery bodies. Females are more fatty bodies. Females have more fat. Males have more water in them. In the same way, if you take a children, even children have more water. Okay, children, they are even more watery. 70% of their body weight is because of water. Okay, so if you go like that, you can see the younger the person, more water is present. The younger the person, more water. Okay. Now, let's say how much water is there? Total body water. Totally. Yes, sir. How much water is there in volume? I am asking. There is almost 42 liters of water is present. Okay. In adult male, how much water will be present? Of course, yeah. It's contributing to 60% of the body weight. But how much water is there? 42 liters of water, which is contributing to how much body weight? 60% of the total body weight. So, in me right now, there is 42 liters of water, which is contributing to 60% of my body weight. Okay. Next. So, now let's divide the total body water into two parts. The total body water is divided into two compartments. That's the intracellular fluids and extracellular fluids. Now you start to have it out. So what exactly is this intracellular fluid and extracellular fluid? Now just look at this diagram. See, here I am showing you the cells. All these are what? These are all cells, guys. Now within the cell there is water present. Yes or no? Yes, there is water in the cell, sir. So this water which is present in our cells, okay, within the cells, this is called as intracellular fluid. Intracellular fluid. Where else water is present? Water is also present in between the cells. Here this is also water. What is this water called as? This water is called as the interstitial fluid. See this water which I am highlighting right now, this is called as what? Interstitial fluid. Means the water which is present in between the cells is called as the interstitial fluid. And where else water is present, sir? Water is also present in the blood. The water component or the liquid component of the blood is called as what? Plasma. Here it is called as a plasma. So can I say something like this? There is something called as the intracellular fluid and there is also something called as the extracellular fluid. Extracellular fluids include what? Interstitial fluid and plasma. This is extracellular fluid. Okay, outside the cells. Either it is in the form of the interstitial fluid or either it is in the form of the plasma. Plasma is within the blood. Okay, so that's what I am showing you here. The total body water is further divided into intracellular fluids and extracellular fluid. Now my question is, which fluid do you think is more in volume? Intracellular fluids are more or extracellular fluids are more? Always intracellular fluids. Intracellular fluids are two-third intracellular fluid, extracellular fluid is only 1/3. Okay, sir, 2/3 means how much? 2/3 means how much? Totally 42 liters, no. So within this 42 liters, 2/3 is almost 28 liters. So 28 liters is intracellular fluid, only 14 liters is extracellular. You tell me, 28 plus 14 how much? 42. 28 plus 14 is 42. So 2/3 is intracellular fluid, 1/3 is extracellular fluid. 28 liters, 14 liters. Now this 28 liters is contributing to how much body weight? So this 28 liters contributes to 40% of the body weight. This 14 liters contribute to only 20% of the body weight. Okay. See, total body water contributing to 60% of the body weight. But if they ask only about the intracellular fluids, only your intracellular fluids contributing to how much percentage of your body weight? 40%. Extracellular fluids, 20%. So you tell me 40 plus 20 how much? 40 plus 20 is 60. Okay, 40 plus 20 how much? 60. 28 plus 14 how much? 42. Understand? So yes, intracellular fluids are always more. Intracellular fluids always more. Okay. Next. Now have I already taught you the extracellular fluids are further divided into interstitial fluid and plasma. Who is more? Whom do you think is more? Interstitial fluid is more. 3/4 is interstitial fluid. 3/4 of the extracellular fluids is interstitial fluid. Plasma is only 1/4. So this interstitial fluid contributing to 15% of the body weight, plasma contributing to 5% of the body weight. So you tell me 15 plus 5 how much? 20. So 20 may. So within this 20, 15 is interstitial fluid, plasma is 5. So this is the MCQ which was already asked. Plasma contributing to how much percentage of the body weight? 5% of the body weight. Plasma, only plasma, 5% of the body weight. Okay. Next. Blood volume. See, how to calculate the blood volume? We all know we all contains 5 to 6 liters of blood. But how to calculate the blood volume? There is a formula. The formula to calculate the blood volume is plasma. In the question, definitely they will give the plasma value. Even if they don't give, you know the value of plasma. 3 liters of plasma will be there. 5 liters of blood, 3 liters of plasma. So plasma by 1 minus hematocrit. 1 minus hematocrit. So this plasma value, definitely they will give in the question. Our hematocrit value, definitely they will give in the question. Even if they don't give, you know, okay, 3 liters of plasma, hematocrit value is 0.4. Okay, so 3 by 1 minus 0.4, how much? 1 minus 0.4, how much? 0.6. So 3 divided by 6, how much? 3 divided by 0.6, 5 liters. So this is the formula to calculate the blood volume. How much amount of blood is there? Plasma by 1 minus hematocrit is the formula. Okay. Next, apart from intracellular fluid and extracellular fluid, any other fluids are there? Yes, that is a transcellular fluid. Transcellular fluid. What are these transcellular fluids? Actually, in previous classification, these transcellular fluids are also considered as extracellular fluids. But according to new classification, the transcellular fluids is a separate component. Transcellular fluid means these fluids are present in the body cavities, in specialized body cavities. For example, like intrapleural space. In the intrapleural space, there is intrapleural fluid. In the pericardial space, there is pericardial fluid. In the brain, there are ventricles where the cerebrospinal fluid is present. So these fluids are present in the body cavities. CSF stands for cerebrospinal fluid. How much cerebrospinal fluid will be there? Somewhere around 150 ml. This question has been already asked. 150 ml cerebrospinal fluid. How much intrapleural fluid? Somewhere around 10 to 20 ml. How much is pericardial fluid? 50 ml pericardial fluid will be present. So these are present in body cavities. So that is called as a transcellular fluid. Now, the recent exam question was asked from here with age. So when a person is aging 1, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 10 years, 20, 30, something like that. When a person is aging, what happened to these body fluids? Which body fluids will increase? Which body fluids will decrease? Simple, follow this logic. See, when you are growing, what happened to the number of cells in your body? The number of cells in your body increases with every year. The number of cells in the body increases. Okay, the beginning. So when the number of cells increases, what happened to the intracellular fluids? More the number of cells, more the amount of intracellular fluid. So with age, intracellular fluids will increase. More the number of cells, more fluids. And what about the extracellular fluids and other body fluids? They will decrease. So intracellular fluids will increase and all other fluids will decrease. Okay, understood? So now using the same logic, now think about the intrauterine life. When you are in the intrauterine life, you are having more number of cells or less number of cells? Definitely you are having less number of cells, no? So less intracellular fluid, more extracellular fluid. In the intrauterine life, more extracellular fluids are there when compared to intracellular fluids. And one more point which I want you to know here. See, you tell me, there are two types of fluids, no? Intracellular and extracellular. Which fluids are easy to lose? It's the extracellular fluids can be easy. Okay, these are easy to lose. Okay, either in the form of dehydration or hemorrhage. So it is the extracellular fluids are easy to lose out of the body, but intracellular fluids are hard to lose. You cannot lose the intracellular fluids that easily. Extracellular fluids are easy to lose. Now why I'm saying this is because in the recent exam this question was asked. What is that? See, children are more prone to dehydration. Children are more prone to dehydration than adults due to, this was the question asked. Children are more susceptible to, more prone to severe dehydration when compared to adults. Why? Why? The answer is, just now I have told you. So in children, okay, when you are small, you are having which fluids? So when you are a child, when comparatively speaking, when you are a child, you are having more extracellular fluids. Extracellular fluids are more. Okay, when compared to adult, children where there is more extracellular fluids. I had told you with age, intracellular fluids increases. When you are a child or infant, you are having more extracellular fluids. So the child is having more extracellular fluids. So it is easy to lose. More extracellular fluid, easy to lose. Easy to lose. So it can lead to severe dehydration. Okay, so intracellular, the extracellular fluids, there are more amount of extracellular fluids in the children when compared to the adults. So that's why It's more easy to lose, so it can lead to severe dehydration in the children. Okay, dehydration is more severe in children when compared to adults. This is the reason. Okay, this question was recently tested. Next, after this, one more question, direct singular question. There is a time where the amount of extracellular fluids and intracellular fluids are exactly equal in the body. That is exactly in the ratio of 1:1. When 3 months after birth. 3 months after birth means at the third month, the amount of the intracellular fluid and extracellular fluid is exactly equal. After third month, what happens? After third month, the intracellular fluids will start to rise and extracellular fluids will start to decline. Okay, so you have to know this. Next step, to measure the body fluids, I have told you intracellular fluids are 28 liters, extracellular fluids are 14 liters, total body water is 42 liters. So we are all just saying like this. But in order to calculate, there is a formula. How much body fluids, how much is intracellular fluid, extracellular fluid. In order to calculate how much is the plasma, in order to calculate, there is a formula. So this is the formula. Okay, this is the formula, which is not that important for the exam. But important thing is, see, in order to calculate different body fluids, you have to inject different substances. Okay, to calculate different body fluids, you have to use this formula. First of all, you have to use this formula. But look, in the formula, you are talking about some substance. You have to inject different substances in order to calculate the different volumes of different body fluids. For example, in order to calculate the total body water measurement requires which substance? The substance, the indicator that is used is D2O, deuterium oxide. So deuterium oxide is used to calculate total body water. In the same way, extracellular fluids, to calculate this volume of the extracellular fluids, what you have to use? Indicator like inulin, sucrose, mannitol. These substances can be used. Next, plasma. In order to calculate the plasma, you can use Evans blue dye or radio labeled albumin. Next, not to calculate the RBC volume, only RBC volume. How much RBCs are there? Only RBC volume. Then radioactive chromium 55. Okay, iron can also be used. Chromium 55 is used. So these are the different indicators, different indicators used to calculate different volumes. Okay, different volumes. Next step, apart from this, what else you should know regarding this body fluids? Composition is important, guys. Now let me show you a cell here. See, here I am showing a cell. Now what is this fluid? Intracellular fluid. Outside there is extracellular fluid. See, within the intracellular fluid, what is the major cation present? They will ask you. What is the major cation inside and outside? The major cation in the intracellular fluid is potassium. And what is the major cation outside the cell? Sodium. Sodium out, potassium in. Next, what is the major anion? Major anion outside and inside. The major anion outside is chloride. Sodium chloride outside. Inside, phosphates. Okay, phosphates. As well as proteins also. Proteins also negative charges. Proteins are also there. Okay. Proteins. Now question is, where proteins are more? Intracellular fluids are rich in proteins or extracellular fluids? Always answer is intracellular fluids. Intracellular fluids are rich in proteins. Next step. In the intracellular fluid, which ions are least? The answer is calcium. Calcium least in ICF. Calcium is least in ICF. Calcium is outside the cell. Calcium is very less inside the cell. This was already asked. Calcium is very less inside the cell. It's more outside the cell. Okay. So how the question will come? They will say this is the sample, some sample of a fluid. Okay. They will give you and they will give the composition. How much sodium is present, how much potassium is present. In the given sample, if you see more potassium, it's intracellular fluid. If it's having more sodium chloride, it's extracellular fluid. It's having more calcium, it's extracellular fluid. Something like that. Okay. So this is the composition of intracellular fluids and extracellular fluids. These are different. Next step. Apart from this, what else you should know? See, our body fluids are having a osmolarity. Okay, that's intracellular fluids as well as extracellular fluids. They're having a what? Osmolarity. So osmolarity is dependent on what? Ions. Osmolarity is dependent on ions like sodium, potassium, chloride, something like that. Ions. Osmolarity is dependent on ion. Which ion is mainly responsible for this osmolarity? The main ion responsible for osmolarity is sodium. Okay, sodium is the one ion mainly responsible for osmolarity. And how much is the osmolarity of our body fluids? See, our body fluids is having some pH, some osmolarity. Okay, so these are properties. What is the normal osmolarity of our body fluids? The normal osmolarity is actually it's somewhere around 285. Round figure I am taking 300 milliosmoles. Milliosmoles. Actually, it's in the range of 285. Okay, 285 to 290. So what is the osmolarity? The osmolarity of the body fluids, round figure value 300 milliosmoles. To be specific, it is somewhere around 285. Okay, and osmolarity is mainly because of what? Mainly because of the sodium followed by chloride. Okay, mainly because of sodium. Mainly because of sodium. Okay, now with this successfully what we have completed? We have completed the body fluids. In the next video, I will be discussing about the Darrow-Nets diagram. So how this body fluids will shift from intracellular fluids to extracellular fluids in different conditions. There is a shift of the intracellular and extracellular fluids. Okay, that we will discuss in the next video. Hope the video is helpful. Thank you.